Time to watch the version 3.6 special program, bright and early in the morning. Again, gotta love the times.
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time.
Sounds like an abyss mage.
Possibly longer than any records in existence.
The history of dragons
Pretty.
starts from the very
Dragons.
beginning of Tevat.
Yeah!
Dragon King?
Dragon King. I'm all for this.
Victims of the apocalypse. We also became the apocalypse itself.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
Oh, this is the next desert area, isn't it? Oh, the heat is coming with us?
Withstand the power of the apocalypse.
I hope we actually see a desert
Both
dragon.
of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
That's not a dragon. I want a dragon. You're also not a dragon.
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. A bitter pill to swallow.
He's just so nonchalant. I love it.
Taking a turn for the better.
You know, the hand behind the back as he just closes his eyes and throws some Dendro out. It's adorable.
Feast your eyes!
Oh, I'm feasting.
Watch and learn!
I still just don't get the briefcase. It's just weird. It looks weird.
Sight clear!
The competition is heating up. Oh, and here's Kaeve bringing up the rear.
What? What is this? What is that? I don't know, but I'm curious about that. A parade of Providence.
Nice.
Whoa!
Wow.
Awesome!
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Aguilar and welcome to the
We
GENSHIN
have
Impact
Kaeve's
version
voice actor.
3.6 special program.
Disappointing.
Wow, I didn't expect we'd appear right after the trailer this time. I hope you all enjoyed that. Anyway, we've got a
Oh, cute little
jam-packed
cat
program
being.
today, and we even have more hosts than usual.
I see
So
this.
why don't we go around
Yeah,
and
fool.
take a
Was she
moment to
just holding a little
introduce
fun
ourselves?
guy? Oh,
Sure thing. Hey everybody, it's so good to see you all again.
Oh my
I'm
God,
Kimberly
the
Ann
difference
Campbell,
in
the voice of
voices.
Nikita. I'm so excited to finally be back and share new content with all of you.
Oh, well, if it isn't the renowned traveler. Hello, everyone. My name is Anjali Gunapanani, and I'm the voice of Dory. Thank you for
Okay,
always
so
supporting the
your
business
voice
of
is
Lord
similar.
Sangama Bay with your shiny Mora.
And I'm Sean Dury, the voice of Baiju from Boo Boo Pharmacy. Are you experiencing any discomfort? And how many days have the symptoms persisted?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks, doctor. But I do have this problem where I am way too obsessed with my cute little chibi. Hello.
Aw, me too.
I mean, the chibis are always
Anyway,
adorable.
I am sure a lot of our viewers have already seen our characters pop up in the game by now.
True.
I'd be
you've
sad
all
if
been
you
a part of the
hadn't.
traveler's journey at some point or another.
That's right, and we'll be seeing everyone again to experience some new stories together.
It's so
in the
weird having that
upcoming
voice
version.
come out in a
Yeah, I
heater.
can't wait.
Yeah, me too. You know, I think we're ready to jump into some upcoming content, like,
Let's do it.
I don't know, one of our new playable characters in version 3.6. Let me know if I'm saying this right. I think his name is Baiju? Baiju? Is that how you say it?
Real subtle, Sean.
Nice. I'm sure everyone's waiting to see which event wish the new characters will be appearing in.
Why is it
So,
Why is it always Aether's voice actor that does these programs? Why does Lumine's voice actor never do this? Just an idle question, because the last time we did this, it was him as well with Dea's voice actress. So, odd.
let's get to our first redemption code, and in the meantime, everyone will also be able to check out some details about the version 3.6 event wishes.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, first code. There it is. Event wish preview phase 1. Oh no, we start with the heater in Nilu? We don't even start with the boys. Oh, that is so mean. Hold on. Phase 2. Baiju and Kaeve are in the same one. Oh no, Ganyu. I don't really Ganyu. Awesome. Okay, I was really hoping they were going to be in the same banner, but I was also really hoping that they were going to be the first one, and they're not. So sad. That must be Baiju's weapon. Jadeful Splendor. Catalyst. Wait, there's only one? What about the second weapon?
Time to pause.
I'm going to back up
When
there a
on
little
the
bit.
road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
I do, frequently.
You're about to collapse, aren't you? The doctor will see you now.
Oh, Snake. I was like, who the hell?
Taking a
It's the
turn for the
snake.
better.
I remember the snake's name. I'm pretty sure it starts with an S, but I could be wrong.
Okay, that snake was awesome. Also, its design totally popped up on Baiju's shield.
I like that.
Oh, I didn't notice
well,
that.
I'm afraid of snakes, but Chung Chung sounds so cute.
Yeah, me too. And
Ah,
also,
see, it's a
random
Shung part I
thought,
remembered.
but isn't Baiju the first male character with glasses?
He is, but I also want props to whoever the hell was speaking. With these voices, I can't tell which of the females are actually speaking unless I look at their chibi mouths moving. But she actually pronounces Chung Chung correctly, which is nice. I mean, I'm sure it's how it's pronounced in the game, yeah. But if someone's just reading the word, they might not get that E pronounced correctly. So good for them. And yes, he is the first male character to wear glasses. Wait, isn't he the only character to wear? Do we have a female who wears glasses? I don't remember. Oh, Sucrose. Doesn't Sucrose wear glasses? No? I don't remember. I don't like glasses. So I'm pretty pleased that there isn't that many characters with them.
Oh, wow. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Personally, I love his voice. Think it's amazing. Also,
Biased.
you can't go wrong with purple pants.
Not biased at all.
You really can't.
Purple pants.
You know what? Okay, let's talk about Baiju. Baiju is a doctor at Boo Boo Pharmacy and is skilled at healing his patients. His abilities have helped Boo Boo Pharmacy make a reputation for itself.
I didn't think about the
in
fact that he's
Liyue
going to be a
Harbor.
healer,
But
is he?
most importantly, Baiju is a gentle and refined physician, and his heart is dedicated
is.
to helping the world.
He's a
He tends
sweetie.
to anyone who comes to Boo Boo Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their wealth or status.
Well, I guess if the two girls are next, Nahida and Nilu, the part of me wants to just get them. I can get wishes up for the boys. That's giving you 6 more weeks to accrue more Prima Gems. However, part of me had FOMO with Nahida and Nilu, but then again, I'd have to choose between the two of them. Because whatever I get next, I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed to get. I was on what, 75 pity? And I kind of regret not getting Nilu and Nahida. I've started getting like FOMO and I want like all the 5-star characters, whereas I never had this problem in the past. In worst case scenario or best case scenario, I get 6 weeks extra to save up Prima Gems for the boys.
Ah,
Oh, I see. So he's that kind of doctor.
What kind did you think he was?
I don't know. I kind of thought he might be the type of doctor who does good things, but with his own nefarious plan. You know, like, I can save you.
But for a price.
I guess he just seems kind of mysterious like that.
Well, I give your imagination some credit,
I've
but
never seen
sorry,
him in that light.
he isn't quite the suspicious doctor
He's
like
so
you imagine.
altruistic.
In fact, he's actually a trusted physician among the people of Liyue Harbor. Everyone prefers to go see Dr. Baiju, no matter how serious the problem may be. But even though he works as a skilled physician, his own condition isn't so great.
I know people say
really?
that doctors are the worst patients. Is that the case for Baiju as well?
Well, Baiju's case is a little complicated, and I don't want to give away any spoilers.
So he has health issues.
Travelers will have to check him out in-game to learn
Interesting.
more about his story. So, zip, that's all you hear out of me.
Okay, well, no matter what happens, I just hope that he'll be able to take care of himself.
Me too. But besides his health, Baiju also has some other troubles to worry about.
I hope
For
Chi-Chi's in his
example,
story.
Director Hu will sometimes put up ads outside of Boo Boo Pharmacy to promote her funeral parlor. On top of that, poor little
That's
Chi-Chi is
poor timing.
terrified of Hu Tao. So there are some days where Baiju really has his hands full.
Yeah, that does sound like something that Hu Tao would do.
It
As
certainly
fate
does.
would
Poor
have
taste.
it, Baiju's master and the former director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor both studied together under the same master. But the two had differing views on the concepts of life and death and ended up going their separate ways. Their differences were passed down to their apprentices, which has led to Baiju and Hu Tao's different views. In version 3.6, travelers will be able to play through Baiju's story quest to hear some of Baiju's inner thoughts and learn more about this caring doctor.
Interesting. I can't wait to check it out.
In his search for discovering new treatments and cures, Baiju will often choose to test new medicines on himself.
Now, I'm pretty sure last time I did this with Dio, they ended up reading this thing down the bottom themselves anyway, but I'm going to read it nonetheless. Baiju, Seamless Shield. Baiju can periodically generate a seamless shield for your party members with healing effects. So it serves dual purposes by the sounds of it. Certain reaction damage dealt by characters who are healed by seamless shields will be increased. Oh my god, it's like a triple threat. It shields you, it heals you, and if you got healed by it, it then buffs you. That's a heavy-duty shield. Wow. You said he tests the medicine on himself? Well, no wonder he has health conditions. I'm not surprised now.
As you spend time with Baiju in the field, you can make use of his knowledge of herbs and interact with certain harvestable items, which will heal your current active character.
So, since Baiju is a doctor, I think it's pretty safe
Wait,
to say
what?
that most of his combat abilities are
This is
focused
just
on
healing because
right?
he's in the party?
Yep, that's right.
Holy shit.
Baiju's treatment in battle is usually performed in 2 steps. Step 1 is to control a wandering sprite that cruises through the enemies and restores HP to his teammates. Step 2 is to create a shield. When the shield refreshes, ends, or is broken, not only will it provide healing, but it will also deal dendro damage to enemies. Baiju believes that even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment are done properly, lives can always be saved.
Sweet. Looks like we'll be able to try out some new team compositions with him in mind.
For sure. Well, all right, I think that's all we have for Baiju, so let's move on to our next playable character. I bet many travelers already know him well.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation.
I think that's I dig it. I'll hate them. So he doesn't even like hold the sword.
Come at me.
He just uses it like
Breaking
telekinetically. That's the epitome of lazy. I still just don't understand the suitcase. I've never understood the suitcase. It just looks weird. Weird choice. Really weird choice. I hope they explain it.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Okay. Did you see him make Dendro cores explode on command? That'll be useful for me.
Yeah, that was crazy. And the toolbox, he has some cool accessories. I am jealous.
Oh yeah, I'm loving those animations. Super cool.
Okay, so since Kaeve has some connections with Dory, I'll introduce him. Kaeve is an architect and has this keen sense for beauty and the arts that he's developed ever since he was a child. Not to brag or anything, but his magnum opus is the Palace of Alcazarcery, which is crazy coincidence where Dory lives. And his designs not only provide the required...
Look, you shouldn't be boasting that, all right? From what you guys told me, Dory didn't pay Kaeve in the end for the project, which I don't know how she got through that legally. So I don't think you should really be boasting about the fact that you just screwed over Kaeve.
functionality, but also greatly incorporate his own artistic taste, making them feel unique and noteworthy.
Well, he sounds like a genius, so he must be pretty successful.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't quite lead the life of success and carefree spending like you might imagine.
Look whose fault that is.
It's actually kind of the opposite. He hardly has enough mora to survive.
Mood.
Okay, so he's broke. Interesting. Why's that?
Well, it kind of comes down to Kave's personality. He's a very perceptive person, so he has this sensitive and delicate side to his character. He also has a strong sense of empathy and can understand the emotions and thoughts of different people, which may actually be one of his sources of artistic inspiration. For example, when someone is trying to sell something to Kaeve, all they have to do is make up some story about how the proceeds go to helping poor children, and he'll practically hand over his mora. Like all of it.
Wow, what a nice but gold.
Is Dory essentially trying to put the blame for not paying Kaeve onto Kaeve? That's victim blaming. Although he does sound very stupid, but that's victim blaming.
Guy.
Yeah. And on top of that, he doesn't limit himself with the cost of construction. And take the Palace of Alcazar's array as an example. Maybe only a real maniac architect like him, who doesn't care about the costs, could ever build something as amazing as that. So you gotta respect him for that.
Yeah.
But it's probably these kinds of situations that have made him become roommates with I'll Hate Them.
But aren't like I'll Hate Them and Kaeve polar opposites? We see them
That's the
bicker all
point.
the time.
About what?
Well, Kaeve thinks that I'll Hate Them lacks feelings for others and always disagrees with his point of view. But like Anjali just said, Kaeve can understand how many people feel, but understanding doesn't always mean agreement.
Right. Yeah, I think we're starting to understand Kave's character a little better now. So next we can move on to some of his talents.
Yeah, for sure. As an architect, Kaeve can help everyone save some materials when creating furnishings.
Lame.
And his mapping abilities might come in handy during battle. As a unique and
mapping
creative
abilities.
designer, Kaeve must always bring tools with him.
I don't understand how that works. Kaeve Merak. Merak's mapping ability is Merak the name of the toolbox? Can also be used for offensive purposes, dealing Dendro damage. Besides enhancing Kave's combat abilities, it is also capable of causing all Dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately. That's great, but don't you have to create the Dendro cores first? I'm not putting two Dendro people on my party.
His toolbox, named Marak, not only provides Kaeve with tools, but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield, causing all Dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to that, when Marak completely releases its energy, it converts Kave's attack damage to Dendro damage, and increases Kave's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about triggering all those Dendro cores at the same time. Kaeve won't be hurt by them. In fact, one of Kave's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes damage from a Dendro core.
It's always good to have.
Wait. So that means he won't stack with cutting like I was hoping he would. Because you guys keep telling me that she has the best reaction off Dendro. But don't you need the cores to react with? If he's using the cores for himself, they won't be left for cutting to react with. I mean, I suppose you could just not use his abilities and leave them there. I'm still assuming he's doing them himself. And then just switch to another character that reacts with them rather than having him consume them himself. But doesn't that sort of cripple his build? Oh, I really hope he creates them himself. Otherwise, I'm screwed. But that's actually quite cool for a character design. Because the reason why I don't like using Dendro, I mean, in general, I don't like using Dendro, but I don't like the cores damaging me. I mean, it's great because they're damaging the enemies, yay, but I hate taking damage from them. So in this one, when they heal him, that's actually really practical, and I actually really like that.
Have a reliable partner like that. Changshang always gives Baiju a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly. But Marak is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kaeve.
That's a pretty awesome toolbox.
I know, right? Okay, so that should be just about everything we have for Kaeve.
How should I say this? I think his character has more depth than we expected.
Well, he is a distinguished architect from the Nation of Wisdom, so we shouldn't underestimate him.
Yeah, and Kaeve will be appearing in the main event for version 3.6, so maybe we give some details about that next.
The main event?
Okay, I
as
got
a 4
this one.
star.
Our main event for version 3.6 is the Academia Extravaganza. In addition to...
I can get Faruzan for free? Meet the invitation criteria and invite Faruzan, the enigmatic machinist. It's probably machinist, but usually you pronounce it machinist. That is amazing. I know I'll never use her in combat, but she's pretty to look at. I really want to do a hangout because I want to find out more about her, but I hate the hangouts. God damn it.
To the variety of celebrations, the event also serves as a chance for the 6 Darshans to compete. The Extravaganza...
Oh, whoa, really? Oh, I like that. Ooh, who is the Vahumana representative? Geo. Is that going to be a new character? Oh, Layla's from the Academia as well. Did I know this? I don't know. Sorry, I was thinking that was Geo because the colours, but no, that's just the school colours. Did I know that Farazan was from the Academia? Probably. It was probably in her write-up. I just don't remember. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Wait, which one was Alhaitham from? I don't remember.
Extravaganza consists of two main parts, the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship.
I'm
In
so-
the Wisdom Gala, the
so
6
about
Darshans
this.
have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of the Darshans will be selecting a single member to represent their school in a large competition.
Okay.
Yes. This sounds
So maybe we
great.
can talk about some gameplay that travelers can expect to see. It sounds like we'll be getting a total of 6 different game modes this time.
It does sound like
That's
that.
a lot.
Yeah, each of the 6 Darshans will be compiling their research to provide fun mini-games for everyone to enjoy. For example, Layla's Rthawahis Darshan will be setting up an astrolabe used for studying astrology at their booth. When travelers adjust the astrolabe to the appropriate height and angle, the stars on the astrolabe will light up and form a pattern. Look, this time the pattern is a cute little fungus.
Aw,
How are you
that does
supposed
look
to know
like
what it's meant to
fun.
look
Nice.
like?
Here's another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a game that displays their understanding of mechanisms and architecture. Travelers will learn how to use the least possible materials to build a road that meets certain requirements within a limited space.
Oh
Ooh,
my
I'm already
god.
getting a lot of ideas for
I'm
this
gonna
one.
be terrible
Okay.
at this.
It seems travelers will have a lot of freedom to try whatever
What is
arrangements
that?
they can think of to reach those goals.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what
Next
that
is
is.
Vahumana.
It's a
They are
checkpoint.
taking their booth
Okay.
pretty seriously. They will be holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas. Travelers will have to carefully observe the surrounding environment as they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
Oh, well, this is all very nice, but are there any games where we won't have to go running around as much? I'm lazy.
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game modes. With this one, you can just relax and stay put while you listen to a story. But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions. If you're able to ask and uncover some key information, then you'll receive some clues to lead you to the truth of the story.
Very mysterious.
Interesting.
Spontamod, on the other hand, is preparing a small combat
Yeah, I
experiment to
figured they
put
would.
travelers' combat abilities to the test within a set amount of time. Of course, they'll kindly provide a variety of potions to help travelers overcome situations in the experiment.
Potions.
Very cool. And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan. Travelers will be able to control replicas of various creatures and command their movement according to a specific rhythm. And that should be everything we have for the Wisdom Gala. So which Darshan's events are you all most excited about?
Oh, you know, Spontamod, because that's what I'm all about. Combat and battle and victory and never losing. Ever.
Okay.
Confident, are we?
Oh,
Wow. I like the star one. I like stars. It's very cool.
I like
Yeah.
stars too, but I'm worried it
most
won't be
excited
interesting.
to listen to a story because I think that's about my speed.
Oh, I get that.
And let's not forget that in addition to the Wisdom Gala, we still have the Inter-Darshan Championship. This is a contest of wisdom and courage, and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan is able to claim the title of champion.
Very cool.
I am looking forward
and
to
there
that.
is one more thing to mention here.
Okay.
Layla's very own Hangout quest
Eh.
will be arriving with version 3.6, so be sure not to miss it.
I mean,
Okay, that's all.
it's nice to find out more about it, but as I said, these hangouts are just lame.
Hey, we get to hang out with Layla.
They're really not
I'm
interesting.
excited to check it out.
Okay, and our next event will also be taking place in
Fulminating
Sumeru.
sandstorm.
Waynute activity has suddenly been on the rise, and the academia
Really?
is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This time,
Okay.
we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble the Waynute Slayer cannon, and repel the Wandering Waynute.
The Waynute Slayer Cannon, huh? Wow, yeah, that's quite the name.
As its name implies, it's very effective against Waynute. Our task will be to clear out any monsters nearby and help with the preparations so the cannon can start attacking. I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the situation.
Oh, yeah. We also have one other event for travelers to continue improving their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to complete 3 consecutive combat rounds. During each round, the system will randomly activate 1 or more of 4 possible effects at set intervals of time.
Oh, so I guess it's safe to say that no 2 rounds will play the same.
I guess not.
Yeah. If the buff you receive happens to synergize with your team composition, then your team will really start to shine.
And if they don't, you
personally
just
think
suck.
It's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun surprises to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'll take
And
your word
these buff
for
effects
it.
are all pretty powerful. The travelers should definitely try some different team combinations and see what synergies they can come up with. And also, the Overflowing Mastery event will be returning once again with double drops for a limited time to help travelers keep leveling up their characters.
I've never taken
In addition
advantage
to
of
the
that.
events we've already mentioned,
Maybe I should.
there'll be one more event taking place
Less
in
effort,
an
you know?
all-new area. So
Okay.
first, I think we should reveal the new area.
Yeah.
Before we do that,
No.
let's take a quick break and give another redemption code.
No,
Oh,
just
yeah.
get me straight to the map.
Sounds good. Oh, but one more note. We'll
Oh,
have
God,
some
what?
info regarding new artifact sets during the break, so be sure not to miss that.
Okay, what do we got? Nymphs Dream, Hydro, so maybe Nilo might appreciate that. And Vorukasha's Glow, which is an HP set. Okay, Alan Ayato, who stacks off HP? It's very gorgeous, so both sets. Elemental skill and elemental burst damage will be increased by 10%. Oh, I like that. After the equipping character takes damage, the aforementioned damage bonus is increased by 80% for 5 seconds. This effect increase can have 5 stacks. Yeah, but it's reliant on taking damage. The duration of each stack is counted. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I know I take damage constantly, but it's not like I want my effects to be based off it. What's the Nymphs Dream one? After normal charge and plunging attacks, elemental skills and elemental bursts hit opponents. So literally after anything you do. 1 stack of Myriad Nymph will be triggered, lasting 8 seconds. When under the effect of 1, 2, or 3, hey, back up, or more Nymph stacks, attack will be increased by respective percentages, and Hydro damage bonus will be increased. Okay, so this really does affect a Hydro main. Do we have any Hydro mains? Tartaglia? Myriad Nymph stacks created by normal charge, blah, 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 exist independently. Who do we have as a main out of water? Because Kokomi's support. Xingqiu's support. I've forgotten every single Hydro character ever. Who else is Hydro? Candace's support. Nilu's support. I can't think of any more Hydro characters. This is concerning. Anyone from Liyue? I can't think of a Liyue Hydro character. Anyway, all 4 of them are support. The only one who I can think of as possibly a main would be Tartaglia. Interesting. Barbara, healer.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, we are back and ready to show an all-new area being added to the game.
I mean, that's
That's
pretty
right.
same.
And I hope you're all as excited as we are. This
What's it
area
called?
is located deep in the desert, in the northwest of the desert of Hadramaveth. According to legends, it was one of the main rifts that monsters were emerging from during the Conria disaster 500 years ago, and the site of a battlefield where God suppressed the power of the abyss. Although it was originally desert, the ecological system has completely changed due to the power of the abyss, and it has become a large, uninhabited area of swamps and wastelands.
Ugh, swamps.
So,
I
you're
don't like
saying
swamps.
that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets
They're
about
not very
Conria there?
pretty.
On second thought, it kinda sounds like it might be dangerous.
Yeah. Luckily, we have some little helpers to assist us in our search.
What?
There will be a pari named Sourish waiting for us that will lend us its abilities, allowing travelers to freely fly across parts of the area and access some locations that would be impossible on foot.
Wait,
What?
we'll be able to fly around now?
Yeah, this will be your chance to fulfill your dream, Zach.
That makes
Yes!
absolutely no sense.
After
but
helping
okay.
Sourish recover its power, there will be a small event for travelers to help it continue its training. We will guide Sourish to drive away enemies, conduct speed training, and complete puzzles, so be sure to check it out. Travelers may also encounter a new enemy during their journey in version 3.6, the Iniquitous Baptist. Its abilities include using multiple elements
Look at how gorgeous those elements look, like inside the little casings. Oh, this looks amazing.
in battle and creating shields for corresponding elements to reduce damage. It definitely looks like it'll be a formidable enemy.
That's not all. We have 2 more interesting enemies that travelers will
Ooh,
encounter.
really pretty cool.
The Animo and Hydro Hilly Churl Rogues. These hilly-churls are wandering across Teyvat and do not belong to any particular hilly-churl tribe. Sometimes they assist other hilly-churls or tribes in need of help.
So they're just wanderers.
And they also have a
Lone
unique combat
wanderers.
style.
Nice
Even
sickle,
though it seems
scythe.
this place is full of new dangers, that still won't stop the traveler from bringing new hope to the region. Some clues related to Conria are also waiting to be uncovered here, so it's definitely worth exploring. And last but not least, in version 3.6, the legendary dragon of Verdure, Apep, will appear.
Oh,
The dragon
you're
of
saying they
Verdure
are
was
dragons.
once an emerald green dragon that ruled Sumeru, but its color later changed to that of yellow sand.
He's kind of small and
Recently, it seems to be
serpenty.
suffering from some kind of illness. Travelers will
Looks
be
real
making
sick.
their way to the Dendro Dragon's habitat to face it in battle, so we must be very careful. The battle will be split into 3 phases. The
3.
interesting part to take note of is that in the second phase of the fight, travelers will need to protect the Dendro Dragon from monsters in order to prevent the dragon's illness from getting any worse.
Huh.
Wait, what?
That's different.
Yes, and in the third phase, the Dendro Dragon will unleash some extremely powerful attacks, so travelers will need to be careful to avoid those.
It's like, bitch, I just saved you. Why are you
At this
attacking me?
point, We don't know what the Dendro Dragon has been through and what exactly caused it to change into its current twisted form. Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we've faced it in battle.
I would assume
The
as much.
dragon has a close connection with Sumeru's history and gods. Going into its lair
And yet no one's
determining
mentioned
what's
it
causing
before.
its current condition is an important task and will be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out Chapter 2 of Nahida's story quest.
Ah.
For sure.
Okay.
I think there'll be a lot of interesting things for travelers to learn in this one, so be sure to look forward to it.
Absolutely. And that's about all we have for new content in
Have we only ever gotten a part 2 to a Narcon quest? Because Zhonglia's had a part 2. And I'm pretty sure the Raiden Shogun had a part 2. So Nahida's getting a part 2. No, I don't count Venti. Venti sucks. So do we not get part 2s from anybody else? And if that's the case, why do we call everybody else's chapter Act 1 if they're not going to get any successive acts?
the upcoming version. But before we wrap things up, we have an announcement regarding Genshin Impact's music. The
Ooh.
second album for the Sumeru region, titled The
Unfathomable
Unfathomable
Sand
Sand
Dunes.
Dunes, will also be releasing soon.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I love the Sumeru region music.
Yeah, I do too. This album is comprised of 3 discs, compiling all the original music that the Hoyo Mix team created for the Sumeru region, spanning versions 3.1 to 3.6.
Okay, this is super cool. I'm
Oh,
super
heck
excited.
yeah.
Be sure and pick that up.
I'm hyped.
Right, so let's watch a trailer of the new OST
Ooh,
and
yes,
give our
please.
final redemption code of the day.
We all like listening to music. This is a very chill track. 108 remarkable tracks. My God. They're really good at that, aren't they? And that's one more code. And we're wrapping up, I believe. I wish we could have seen more about the Baiju's and Kave's abilities, but, you know, but yet we
There's
get.
gonna be a lot to enjoy in the new version.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait for the
You know what?
academia
I'm looking
thing.
forward to spending more time with Nahida in her new story quest chapter.
Nah.
And confronting the new Dendro Dragon.
Nah. I want the academia
That's
thing.
gonna be crazy. I'm super happy to have gotten to come on this special program today. It was my first time.
It's
This is
really
so
random
cool.
for you to
And
be
also,
here.
The trailer was so cool.
Although I suppose her connection with Kaeve, it's probably why she's here. But why didn't they just have Kave's voice actor?
Definitely.
It was.
I think it's really cool that people will get to discover more about Baiju and that there's more to him than just the man who works at the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
It's got layers.
True. True
He's
that.
an onion, apparently.
I'm looking forward to the new area, new playables, and of course, the Academia Extravaganza looked super
Yeah.
fun to me.
Yeah,
I'm
for
keen
sure.
for that.
But yeah, this is the end of the special
Probably the
program.
last thing they do
It's
as
been
well.
So great hanging with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me again.
Of course, this is the end. I'll see you guys all in game.
Bye-bye.
I just noticed they've got the academia schools, their banners along the top. That's cool. Why are you thinking? That looks amazing. Okay, so overall, there's a lot to look forward to. The Hangouts, not really my jam, so, you know, that's kind of But the whole school thing, the academia houses competing, not only will it give us 6 mini-games. Yeah, I know I don't like mini-games, but the occasional one is not too bad. But just them competing the second half of the event, I can't wait for that. I'm so curious to see who this is. Is this an accurate silhouette? What is happening over here? I don't know, but I am very intrigued. Little unsure about Baiju and Kaeve now. Kaeve by himself sounds amazing. I'm just not sure how he'll work in a team with someone relying on Dendro cores. I guess I'll have to figure that one out going forward. And Baiju is just a massive healer and defensive character. I mean, I know his shield does offense as well, but I don't know. I don't know if he'll gel with my play style because I want to kill as quickly as possible, you know? But we'll see what happens. I mean, Kaeve's with Baiju or Ganyu, and I don't want Ganyu necessarily because she's an archer. So just going to get Baiju anyway. So yeah, lots of interesting things to look forward to, but I'm especially hyped about this. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Sorry, yes, I totally finished this episode, but as I was editing, I realized who this character is because I completely forgot what they showed us way back at the beginning. If you remember back here, we're having this massive battle somewhere along the lines here. Oh, somewhere. You will see who that is because we have the Wanderer. Oh god, that's loud. The Wanderer is involved in this academia battle. So that's the Wanderer, but why is he representing Vahumana? The plot thickens, but my question is answered.